I lost everything. The world we started only a few days ago was gone. The buildings, the stories, everything was gone. But what happens when you fail? When life doesn't go the way you wanted it to? I found solace in Stoicism, the ancient wisdom of tranquility. So this is the story of learning and practicing Stoicism in Minecraft's most difficult setting. As you saw, I lost everything. The world that came before, the home that we built, the mine, and the stories we created in the first 2 chapters of our life. Everything was gone. But this is why I turned to Stoicism, the philosophy of finding peace and tranquility in the face of death. I wouldn't let my death and the loss of everything stop me. In fact, it gave me reason to make things even more difficult. This is an ultra-hardcore Minecraft world, which means there's no natural regeneration. You can't use your basic food to heal yourself. Only a suspicious stew, a golden apple, or a potion of regeneration could re-heal you. This limit would challenge us both physically and mentally. And so, the philosophy of Stoicism would not only help me move past the fact that I lost everything, but also help me continue through the challenges that we would be about to face. Considered one of the last Stoics, the ancient Roman philosopher Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, writes, "Since it is possible that thou mayst depart from life this very moment, regulate every act and thought accordingly." Central to his Stoicism is the practice of confronting and accepting the fact that death is inevitable and may happen at any moment. Because we may die at any moment, we must live every moment like it's our last. Accepting this, you will live more peacefully, for death is natural. It is neither good or evil. It simply is, and happens to everyone eventually. Accepting fate, loving fate, you can approach death with a, quote, cheerful mind. But it is easier said than done. I still live with the fear of death, of losing everything and having to begin again. As you saw, I hid behind stone walls for my first night because I was afraid. So there are more steps to this practice of Stoicism to help cultivate the peace of mind Marcus Aurelius speaks of. And as I gathered the mushrooms we would need for our suspicious healing stew, the resources we would need to help build our new home, I thought about how to cultivate this peace of mind. One practice is to live in the moment, to be here now, and what matters the most is the present. Marcus Aurelius writes, "Though thou should be going to live 3,000 years and as many times 10,000 years, still remember that no man loses any other life than this which he now lives. The longest and shortest are thus brought to the same." This to me means that a long life and a short life are practically the same. Because you can only have the present moment and live the present moment, you can only lose the present moment. You cannot have the past. It is past, it is gone, it is not here. And you cannot have the future. It is later, it is not here, right now. Therefore, the only thing you can lose is the present moment. And therefore, a long life and a short life lose the same thing when they are over. They lose only the present moment. He says there is a chaos of infinite time on either side of the present. And this, in a way, terrifying, also brings me tranquility and peace of mind. Because the present moment is all that we have, I therefore know that it's the only thing I can lose, and I cherish it more deeply. We spoke about love of fate and being here now in the present. And there is another practice that Marcus Aurelius advocates for. It is a kind of spirituality, a kind of faith. A faith in the natural occurrence of life and the universe, the order of nature. If you look closely at his meditations, you can see that he believes that we are all part of one substance, that we are all very similar. Being part of one substance, then, means that an act upon another is an act upon oneself. Being one substance means that death is actually only a change into something else, a metamorphosis. This Stoicism has helped me accept the loss of our previous world. It has helped me move on and live in the present moment now, building our new home. This Stoicism has helped me be here now, because it has also helped me reflect on what I can and can't control. You can't control death. It is inevitable. You can do things to help prevent it, such as building a home, eating suspicious stew, but it's inevitable, it's eventual, it will happen. What you can control, though, is your perspective, how you think about death. And this is why he says we can wait for death with a cheerful mind, knowing that it is a natural part of life and that it's only the dissolution of elements. It's only elements breaking down and changing into something else. It's sort of what is spoken about in Metamorphoses by Ovid. The beginning is also the end, and the end is also the beginning. One life leads into the next. Though one life passes away, it changes into another life form. And this change is natural, and therefore it is nothing to fear. It was the end of day 16, and I felt like I'd finished the interior for now. And this is what we have so far. We have a fireplace with a fox. I grew a red mushroom because I had a lot of brown mushroom, but not much red mushroom. You can grow red mushroom on Puzzle. After growing the red mushroom, I made more suspicious stew. This is how you make suspicious stew. You need oxeye daisy, red mushroom, and brown mushroom. I added some more touches to the interior with books, and I lit the fireplace, and I recorded some of the quotes that we discussed from Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. We will be adding a lot more philosophy and literature later on, but I put out the fire for now because I wanted to finish the outside of the home. I added these stairs into the basement, But while doing so, a few monsters showed up. There was a skeleton at the door, and there was a creeper. And this is a perfect example of how we could practice Stoicism in Minecraft. We can control what the inside of the house looks like, the decorations, but we can't control the monsters and what they do. We can try to, but they have a will of their own, and that's how it's meant to be. It's when we forget that we can't control that we become dissatisfied and unhappy. We need to remember what we can control, and that is our perspective, our thoughts, and our choices. Speaking of which, there was a skeleton outside waiting for me. The skeleton took a few of my hearts, but I took some of his bones. I thought this was the perfect opportunity to get ourselves a new friend. There was a wolf who took the first bone that we gave him. He then followed us home. At home, I dyed his collar black. I was thinking we could name him Marcus, after Marcus Aurelius, but let me know what you think would be a better name, if you have one. I put sugarcane near the water because I knew we would need a lot of paper for our library full of books on philosophy and literature. I worked on a path using coarse dirt, and then used the little iron we had to make lanterns. I love the way the lanterns look at night. Keeping in mind every moment could be the last, I wanted to make the most of these first moments. So I added in a dock and a dock house. And while doing so, we were greeted by a drowned. Luckily, our dog took care of that pretty quickly. Don't worry, I gave him some beef as a reward. I finished the roof using oak planks. And the outside using oak fence and oak trap doors. It was then the end of the 25th day. We'd made it a quarter of a way through 100 days. And look how much we've accomplished so far. I went inside to write down our final thoughts on Marcus Aurelius. And what I think is a key takeaway of his meditations is the power of your own mind. If you can cultivate a state of peace and tranquility in the face of death, then you can retire to this place at any time. When life gets tough, or when things don't go the way you expect them to, you always have in your control your perspective in your mind. Remembering this, I hope you too can find tranquility in chaos. I hope you can live heroically as if every moment is your last, instead of worrying about the past or the future or what we can't control. Let us embrace the brevity of life. Enjoy and create.